What's up, good people, and welcome back to another morning money motivation. I hope you are doing extremely well, and if not, I hope that we can change that in the coming moments. Today, we're going to be talking about being patient and how being patient can help you in your finances, can really help you in your health, and can help you in your freedom. And in life, being patient is one of those things that is sometimes a mystery for people. Sometimes people get really caught up on being impatient about the things they want to do in life, and it really just derails everything. We can go down that road really quickly in life if we don't learn to cultivate the things in our lives that allow us to just calm down, really just calm down and be in the moment and really enjoy ourselves even in the processes that we're going through. And that's really what it's about a lot of times. And I want to kind of get to the point where we can talk about how to improve your patience, because I know sometimes we are so used to being impatient that it's really hard. It's really hard to get out of that state, especially when you're going through something that is very difficult that you want to get through and kind of get to the other side of. That is actually, the wrong time to try to start to cultivate your patience. The best time, actually, and I'm just going to get right at it, the best time to really start to build your patience is when you have time to relax and have time to, be at ease and be yourself. For example, like if you are, in a relaxed state, if you have nothing to do that is pressing, and you are excited about the possibilities of having fun in some particular way, about this thing that you've been wanting to do, sometimes it's better to actually sit down and work out how you can be patient about those things that you really want to do in those times that you have, the abundance of time to do them. So if you are in that state where, okay, I know I got a lot of time, I don't have anything going on, and everything is before me that I want to do, let's get at it. In those moments, if you take a moment to take a beat and really just reflect on yourself and allow yourself to push your patience limits in those moments, that will then increase that patience muscle when you really need it, because it is a practice, and it's hard sometimes to practice the things that we need when in the moment that we need them. So I would, definitely take the initiative to do that in those moments that you do have, time and do have that opportunity to practice those things, to practice patience that way. Take those opportunities and take them as often as you can. That will really help you get into that state and get into that place where when you do need that patience, when you do need to be patient about the things that are before you, you'll be able to reflect on that feeling and exercise those moments. Another thing that happens too, oftentimes, is when you are forced to be in a patient state because of adversity. I don't know, I've experienced this many times. I don't know if you've ever, been going somewhere, you've been driving somewhere, for those of you that drive, or even with someone else that drives, and you really press for time, and you really want to get there, and then something happens. The car breaks down, something, unforeseen happens. And in those moments, you're forced to change your perspective of what is actually before you. You have to calm down. You have to, in that moment, you have to calm down and really evaluate, your patience, and really take into consideration that you don't have control over everything that is happening. And, that's a really important thing to understand, even with, your finances and with your health and everything else. You don't have control over everything that's happening. You can prepare yourself You can be prepared for things that are, coming before you. You can set out on a course of preparation for all things. You can say, hey, I'm going to be prepared for this, any financial situation by creating an emergency fund, a financial emergency fund, or, making sure that I always have passive income, or making sure that, I get into these type job situations. You can prepare yourself in that way. But there always still are going to be unforeseen things that come into play that may knock you off of those courses. And in those moments, you're going to have to be patient. You're going to have to develop patience to be able to get through those moments unscathed. Because it's hard to see that. It's hard to see that when you are impatient. You can be in a really complex situation, with anything, with your health or with anything else. And if you're not able to be in a calm state and see the solutions to those complex problems, and sometimes they're simple problems, sometimes there may be complex problems for you because you're in a heightened state. And they may be simple problems for someone else because they are able to calm themselves down and be patient and see that, hey, wait a minute, if I'm just a little patient, I can really evaluate what's happening. I can move into a better state or move into a phase of this that is actually going to be beneficial for me. So, it's really important that we understand and start to grasp patience that way, because it is one of those things that will catapult you forward tremendously in your life when you master it. Mastering patience is such a moneymaker because it allows you to take the right opportunities. Opportunities are always around us. We're always seeing opportunities come and go. And oftentimes, we end up taking the wrong opportunities. Not that we're lacking of opportunities, but we end up taking the wrong opportunities, especially with money. The wrong opportunities because we're not patient, because we're not exercising our patience. And I'm not saying that you have to, always overanalyze things, because there's a danger in that as well. There's a danger in being too patient about things and overanalyzing things, but just allowing yourself a beat sometimes to really vet out situations and make conscious decisions, more calculated risk about things, has a lot to do with your patience. Making calculated risk does have a lot to do with your patience and being able to exercise it that way. Another way you can increase your patience is also by surrounding yourself with patient people. And the opposite is also true. If you want to be antsy, you want to be out of sorts, put a lot of antsy and out of sorts people around you and you'll see what happens. So, in that respect, be very conscious about the people that you surround yourself with, especially if you are seeking out a more calm and patient state. You want to surround yourself in environments by people that, have that trait. So open your eyes to the people that are around you that are patient and see what they're doing. Ask questions. Ask them how they achieve the patience in their life. Ask them about the things that they've been through. That's the one thing too that really opened my eyes a lot. If you find people that have a lot of patience, ask them about the adversities that they've gone through in their life, and it will really shed light on how they maybe have had to overcome some things that allow them to be in that calm and be in those states and frames of mind where their patience is exercised in the right way. Hey, before we get out of here, let's get into some affirmations. Let's go. I can and will learn to be more patient. I have the power to be patient. I can and will learn to be more patient. I have the power to be patient. As always, I hope this has been extremely helpful for someone. And until we talk again, I wish you health, wealth, and freedom.